Hello, how are you all guys? Today in this video we will discuss about troubleshooting application package issues using the logs files. We will start looking at the server log files, then we will go into the client side log files. So let's begin our SM lab. In my SM lab I have created a DC primary, remote DP secondary and Sri client. Let me show you first my boundary configuration. I have created two boundary, one boundary group only for the distribution point. It will take the data from remote DP. Another group I have created for management point. It will take the policy from the primary side management point. Okay, now let's go to our software library, application management, application. Here I have created two applications, Mozilla Firefox and VLC. For this video I will use the VLC. I have already created the VLC application. Deployment is created and I already deployed this VLC to my software distribution collection, and you can see the compliance. The application is already installed on my Windows 10 device here. So I'm not going to take time on creating the application. I hope everyone know how we can create application. Our focus will only be on the troubleshooting the application packaging issue using the log files only. Okay, so what I have done, it was simply exe application VLC. I choose as its script installer. Content is this. This is the command I use for the silent installation for the VLC. As detection method I use is simply file folder. This is my detection method for the VLC. User experience is by default, no requirement, no dependencies. Alright, if I check the content status, is successfully distributed on my remote DP, on which is showing in progress is secondary. It's have some replication issue with the primary, so that's why the content distribution is not happening in secondary. But for but the client they are taking the content from remote DP, so all is good here. Let's go back to our software library VLC, and I have deployed it to software distribution. Oh, I see the name of the software is wrong. Let me correct it. I have seen it now. So it's my device collection. I have created two device collection. One is for software and one is for window patching. In the next video I will release for the window patching troubleshooting via log files. Alright, okay, alright. Okay, name has been changed to correct. So we have deployed these to our this Win 10 client, and it's been installed without any issue. So Let's check the log files first, which we can look at our server side. Minimize it, open the C drive. Now program files, now Microsoft configuration manager, and here we have to go in the logs folder. So guys, the log file which we need to look into the server are these log files, like let me increase the font size. I think not 8 will be good. .log. So guys, these three log files you will find on this log file you will find on server side. These two you will find on server side. This you will find on remote DP. These two you will find on server. Okay, now let's check these log files one by one. Here is our this mgr log file. Okay, let's see what it have for us. Let's check the package ID of our VLC first. The package ID of our VLC is this one, IND 0000A. Okay. Let's search that package here. Okay. So we found a package ID here. Okay, it's all good. So guys, in this mgr.log file you will only see that the package has been queued for the distribution. Okay, now let's check our second log file, pkg. Here we can see that it got the package ID, found and request with package. This is our package, and the destination is our remote DP, where it will distribute the content. So it started a thread for job for distributing the content to the remote DP. So guys, this log file usually tell you the content has been, tell you the status of the content has been distributed to DP. So you can see send status to the distribution point for package. Okay, here you can see this one, sending file remote DP, and here it will be copied on remote DP. The content will be copied, adding VLC, and here it telling you is finished sending package or VLC package to distribution point. Means this package has been sent it to our distribution point successfully. Okay, let's check sender log file. This log file, guys, it will tell you regarding the scheduling. If you have scheduled the deployment to trigger on some specific time and date, it will tell you about that thing only. Alright, and next log file we have to check is we have checked this mgr log file. When you are distributing the content to DPs, so you have to check this log file. It will confirm you that package have been copied to your distribution point. It will tell you if you have set any specific time and date for the deployment to trigger. Alright, and this it will tell you about the content information on the DP, SMS DP flow. So let's log into our remote DP and find this log file. It's taking a little bit time. Okay, so we have to go and see in this folder SMS underscore DP dollar. We have to open this folder, and here we will get our log file, SMS DP Pro log file. Open this log file, and here you will see the information that the content has been added to the content library. Alright, here you can see this one, that this content for package has been added to content library successfully. So this log file will confirm you that has the package had been successfully added to content library or not. So guys, these are the 4 log files you can check on your server and remote DP. Now the main troubleshooting start at your client side. Okay, so let's open our Windows 10 client. Open your C Windows SCCM logs folder, and before opening any of the log file, there are some information which we need. So open your primary again, open console, come here on deployment section, click on VLC deployment, and you have to by default deployment ID is unchecked, so you have to right click here and choose the deployment ID and copy this and save this deployment ID. Okay, another thing you need will be come here, sorry guys. So we have to come here in application and we have to choose CI unique ID and copy this scope ID. So we got scope ID and we got deployment ID. We will use them to find the information on client side. So the first thing which we need to check on the client is always the policy, that that the targeted machine received the policy or not. Alright, so the first log which we will look is always be policy agent. Let me mark it by so this is the log file which we need to open for the confirmation of policy that this machine received the deployment policy for our VLC. Alright, let's check. I am again opening a same policy and agent log file. Okay guys, here you can check this line, requesting machine policy assignment. It's requesting policies from our primary site. Okay, it's requesting machine policy. It's getting the policy now. Compiling policy, and you can see here it started to download policy. Policy now has been started to download it. And from here if we go down, you will and from here we can get the DTS job ID. Copy paste this job ID. Paste. Alright, and guys, you can see this is the scope ID which we see in our primary. See, same scope ID 58D9E is the same scope ID. Okay, okay. So guys, from this log file I can see machine requested for the policy, and the policy has been started downloading and it downloaded completely, and it it created DTS job ID which I have copied. Let's check one more thing, content. Okay. Okay guys. Uh, where is this one? Okay guys, I have already copied these things from our SCCM. It was the scope ID which I have copied from SCCM. Let me show you. So this is the scope ID. Oh, sorry, this one. So this is the scope ID which I have copied here, 7EF, you can check. And this one, this is the deployment ID. With our monitoring, this is the deployment ID 9B39. And this is the DTS job ID which we get, like this one, F790. So it is the same job ID. And yeah guys, one more thing, we have to look for the content that we will get from pkgr log file. So let me show you. Let me copy it, open the server log file again, pkg. Okay. We have searched for the content. See guys, here we can find out sending content. This is the content ID of our package. So this is all we need for the troubleshooting of application package issues. Scope ID, deployment ID, content ID, and DTS job ID. If you have all for this thing, you can easily check the log files and find out the issue. So let's open it. After checking, confirming that system is getting the deployment policy and the policy has been triggered, has been downloaded. Next thing which we need to check is the app discovery log. App discovery. This log will confirm us, this log will check whether the VLC application has been already exist in remote system or not. So it will check only that. If you see from here is for my Mozilla. Here performing detection of app deployment type VLC. This is scope ID. Did not detect app deployment type. Application not discovered. It means the application is not was not previously installed on system. Did not detect app deployment type. This is the content ID. This is our deployment ID. So this log file only tell you whether the application already been there on system or not. And guys, you might be thinking that just looking into the log file you can easily find out that VLC is there or not, and then why we need this for information, why we need scope ID, deployment ID, content ID and ETH job ID. Guys, this is my lab environment and I just deployed 2 applications. That's why the logs are very limited which are created. But if you are working in a company, then you will find thousands of devices, you will find thousands of applications, and in those applications you will find some of the applications which are older version, which are newer versions. So might be you have to look for you have to do troubleshooting of newer versions. So in that case these 4 things will solve your issue. It will save your day. Okay, so after app discovery we need to look into the app intent evaluate.log. This log file will check that is there any dependency for the application or not. It will check that only. As you can see here, is showing no dependency for deployment scope time because we didn't given any dependencies. So it will check the dependencies of the application. After this the log file which we need to check is the cache log file. And guys, there is one thing, if you are going to troubleshoot application package issue, remember one thing, there are 3 phases. How I categorize the log file? I categorize the log file in phases, 3 phases. Let me increase the font. And it's not just the application, it's I'm talking about any kind of deployment, whether it's patching, imaging or application, everything divided in 3 phases. The first phase will be policy. In second phase it will be downloading, content download. And in third phase, whatever you have deployed, that package will install. So we can every deployment related to application, patching, imaging, as per me we can divide them in these three kind of phases. Okay, so for this lab environment we can say that for the system getting policy, the log file which we can check is policy agent app discovery, app intent, and then the second phase will be downloading. So we need to look into the cache DTS. DTS means data transfer service log file, and CTS, it means content transfer service. And in the last, the log file which we need to check is fenforce.log. So it will be very easy for us to troubleshoot the issue if we categorize them in phases. So we have discussed about policy agent, discovery, F intent. Let's talk about cache, DTS and CTS. DTS is data transfer service and CTS is content transfer service. So let's open cache. Guys, this cache log file will tell you from which DP the content has been downloaded and under which folder the content has been copied. If you see these two information, it means that your content is successfully downloaded from distribution point and your boundary group and distribution point are working fine. From here you can see it's move the data under C Windows SCCM cache with folder number 4. So our VLC setup is under this folder directory. And now check from which distribution point is actually downloaded data. If you see this line matching DP, location found 0. Guys, found 0. You have seen 0. 0 means it is the first DP. So 0 doesn't mean that there is no DP. 0 means it is the first DP is connecting with. So from our remote DP is downloading the data. So this log file will confirm that your boundary is configured correctly and they have downloaded the data. If you check the DTS log file, let me open it, data transfer service. From here you can see that the data has been downloaded using the bits. And here we can use our job ID to track our package. Here you can see downloading data, successfully completed data. So, and from which DP is downloading data from our remote DP. So when the system are getting the policy to download the content, your DTS and CTS, these two log file will tell you that the downloading process is completed or not, and that information you can found in cache also. So here it's simply telling the content has been downloaded and it downloaded the content from our remote DP. Now look in content transfer service manager. Here you can see the same thing, successfully processed download completion. The data has been successfully downloaded. Okay. downloading status SCCM. Here you will find this information only, that the content has been successfully downloaded or not, and using which. Okay, so we have the log file of content download, cache, DTS and CTS. When you will find that your system is getting the policy, we confirm system got the policy and is also start downloading the policy. We also confirm that application is not discovered on our device, and there is no dependency in this log file. Now the package has been start downloading using DTS and CTS. Cache will tell you under which folder the data has been copied, and the downloading of the data has been successful. So our two-phase has been completed. Now in the last and final step, we need to look into the fnforce.log. Here guys, you need to look into only a one line. Find your deploy scope ID. Using this, you can see performing detection of deployment VLC scope ID, this one. So you have found this, prepared working directory, prepared command line. This is the command line which I used for the installation, and this is the line which you need to see. That this line will confirm you that the application is successfully installed or not. If you see that exit code 0, it means there is happy ending, there is no issue, application successfully installed without any error. And guys, for the package, if you need to check the log file for the package, so for that you need to look into the exemgr.log. This is for the package. So guys, these are the log files which need to check, and you might found it's difficult that you have to go through each of the log file to found this scope ID, and then you will then you have to troubleshoot the issue. So there is a script on the Google. If you Google, you might be also able to find it. There is a script. If you just run that script, you will find the information of any application scope ID content. I will share that script with you guys. If you want, you can comment me on my video down. I will share that. I will share the script with you guys. Let me show you what the script will do. Okay, we have to come here. So guys, this is a script. When you will run this script and keeping you need to do one change. Here you have to put the application name, and when you will do it, you will get the CI ID, unique ID, assignment ID, collection ID. What you need to troubleshoot the issue using the log file, you will get it using this script only. So it's very easy and convenient way to find the information. And guys, other than this, there is some simple things for troubleshooting, like if you see that you are let me open my software center, guys. So if you are not able to find the application in your software center, okay, you have deployed the application but the application is still not visible in your software center, first check whether your whether your device or user are in the right collection or not. First check the collections. Are the user or device are the part of the collection or not, and then check the state of the your device. Is that device is online or the device is offline? Uh, are that device on your domain or not? Is the your software center is working fine on the device or not? Because these are the reasons, because uh, because of that your application will not be visible in software center. So you have to confirm these things. The device is online, the device is able to send hardware software inventory to your primary. Is it means simply your client is able to communicate with your primary, and your software center is working fine, and the device is and the device or the user are in the right collection. If everything you will check all of this point, then definitely you will get your application listed in your software center. And second thing is, when you get the application in software center, you might see some of the errors related to download. They're stuck at 0% downloading, something like that. So remember, if you are facing any issue related to downloading, because when you have to install a application, first it will download and then it will install. Alright, so if you have any issue related to download, first thing you need to check is boundaries. Please check your boundaries are okay. If your boundaries are okay, then you have to check the content on the distribution point, whether the distribution point have the content or not. Alright, and third, and if your distribution point have the content and still it's having the downloading issue, alright, then you have to check in the log files from which DP is actually communicating to, DP and MP is communicating to. So like you have to check this thing, like for the management point is talking to my primary. So like guys, from like, so you have to confirm the DP and MP. Here you can check that it taking the content from DP, and same thing you can check in cache also, which I have told you earlier. So these are the reasons. If you are having issue with the downloading, check the boundaries, check the distribution point, check whether your client is connecting to right distribution point or it's talking to the wrong one. And if still you have the issue, then I will suggest you to reinstall your SCCM client and then move forward. And so alright guys, this is the all I have for you, the troubleshooting of application and packaging. I hope you guys will like it. Soon in few days I will create a video for the patching troubleshooting. So please like, subscribe and share my videos.